Today with Toby Kiers, and we're going to go deep, very deep, in mycelia, fungi, and the wonderful world literally underground.
Yeah, well, so SPUN stands for the Society for the Protection of Underground Networks. When we talk about networks, we mean mycorrhizal networks. So mycorrhizal networks are a type of symbiotic fungi that colonize roots of the majority of plant species on Earth. So between 70 and 90% of plant species are colonized by these mycorrhizal fungi. Right now, we are working on mapping the biodiversity, so really trying to understand the sequences, the DNA sequences of mycorrhizal fungi and how these communities differ across all the different ecosystems of the world. So everything from pristine forests, which I think a lot of people associate with mycorrhizal fungi, but also ecosystems that I think would surprise you, desert ecosystems, dryland ecosystems, places where you don't normally think of fungi, and pristine habitats, but also a managed ecosystem. So we're really interested in mycorrhizal communities, in agricultural systems, in forestry systems, trying to get baseline understanding of who is there and what they're doing. So right now we're working with about 10,000 samples of DNA sequences from all around the world. And we use machine learning algorithms, which allow us to add in different ecosystem changes in the habitat. For example, how the habitats are different on different places on Earth. If you put those maps, all of these layers of environmental data together with the samples that have been taken, we can start making predictions about what these underground systems look like. Back then it was so different, right? We didn't really even have DNA sequencing. It was just the start of looking at DNA. And so you would just dig up roots and you would clear them, with acid and all kinds of things. And then you could see the fungal network that had penetrated into the cell. You'd stain it blue. Plants feed carbon in the form of sugars and fats, right? What an amazing meal. The plant is feeding the fungus sugars and fats. And in return, the fungus is foraging in the soil. And it's looking for phosphorus and nitrogen that it trades in this reciprocal exchange with the plant. And so that's what the arbuscule is. It's the site of nutrient exchange.
But it's in the root.
It's in the root. It penetrates into the root. Yeah. Is that these first protoplants were harsh conditions of land. Those nutrients were very hard to get to, right? They're all sequestered in rock. Fungi are good at eating rock, right? Fungi can break apart those complex molecules and feed them to plants in a usable form. And so it's because of that symbiosis that plants are actually able to first colonize land. And in return, of course, it's quite hard for fungi to get carbon. And so as plants, were photosynthesizing and making carbon, they were feeding it to the fungal network.